Hi, this is Krish. Welcome back to Iceberg Learning. The topic today we are discussing here is education, vocabulary, idioms, and phrases. Friends, if you have a target for 7 band score or more in IELTS or in any examination, you need to improve your vocabulary, idioms, and phrases to speak English naturally like a native speaker. Vocabulary is very important. Having an extensive vocabulary will help you express yourself clearly. A robust vocabulary improves all areas of communication, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Vocabulary growth is directly related to your achievements. In this lesson, you will learn vocabs for education system and the people in education, words for mental and other activities, vocabs for behavior and punishments, important miscellaneous words, special vocabularies for university and your essay writing, 25 very important idioms and phrases, and at last, very important questions and tips for your speaking test. So watch the video until very end and enjoy learning English. Here you will improve English language skills for your exams and daily conversations. Friends, before we start the topic, I invite you to join me, subscribe the channel and keep in touch with me. Enjoy studying English with Iceberg Learning and achieve your targets. Okay, let's start the topic. Education. In education system, we have nursery, kindergarten, primary schools, elementary schools. In British education system, we say primary schools. In American education system, we say elementary school. Then we have secondary school, high schools, vocational courses, and tertiary education. What is tertiary education? Tertiary education is also known as third level education, or you can say post-secondary education. The education after completion of secondary or higher secondary education. Tertiary education includes college, universities, as well as the trade schools. Now we have private schools and public schools too. So private school, a school supported by a private organization or by the payment of fees. Public school, a school supported by the government. You can also say state schools. We have subjects, English or any other language, geography, math, you can also say maths or mathematics, history, civics, literature, science, biology, chemistry, physics, PE, physical education, IT, information technology, art and crafts, music, painting, poetry. The people in education. 1. Lecturer, the teacher who teaches at college or university. 2. Graduate, someone who has a college degree. 3. Principal, the head of a school, or you can also say headmaster. Pupil, a student. 5. Professor, the most important teacher in a college or university department. 6. Childminder, you can also say babysitter, a person who is paid to take care for children while their parents are at work. 7. Sophomore, a second-year undergraduate student in college. 8. Tutor, someone who teaches one student or a very small class. 9. Classmate, a student who is in the same class as yourself. 10. Coach, someone who trains a sports team. 11. Examiner, a person who sets examination or marks an examination. 12. Learner, one who's learning. You can also say a student or pupil. 13. Truant, one who's absent without permission from the school. 14. Gang, a group of young people who spend time together and often cause trouble or problems. Mental activities that you need to understand well. Memorize, to learn by heart. Remember, cram, mug up. For example, try to memorize the most important rules. 2. Concentrate. Focus one's attention or mental effort on a particular object or activity. You can also say pay attention. Your mind is wandering, you must concentrate more. 3. Revise. To look over again, especially in preparation for an examination. Revision. For example, Mary decided to revise all her lessons at the end of every week. Number 4. Interrupt. Break the continuity of. Interfere, intervene. For example, the teacher was annoyed because the students used to interrupt when she was speaking. Number 5. Knowledge. Facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. You can also use wisdom, enlightenment, erudition. For example, Peter has a good knowledge of the subject. 6. Intelligence. The ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. For example, some apes seem to have as much intelligence as humans. 7. The action or capability of understanding something. You can also use understanding or grasping. For example, she finds reading comprehension test rather difficult. 8. Respect. A feeling of admiration for somebody because of their status or importance. You can also use reverence. The opposite words for respect is contempt, disdain, disrespect. The words for other activities. 1. Cheat. Act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. You can use deceive, trick, swindle, fraud. For example, the teacher saw Kevin trying to cheat in the exam. Number 2. Copy. You can use imitate. For example, your work is the same as Sandra's. Did you copy her work? 3. Share. Give a portion to others. For example, Anne and Jane had to share a book. 4. Lab work. Laboratory experiences. Number 5. Dissection. Please remember here, this is not dissection, it is dissection. It means cutting up animals for scientific research. 6. Pass. Peter tried his best to pass the annual examinations. 7. Experiments. Test, trial, examination. I enjoy doing experiments. 8. Underline. Draw a line under a word or a sentence. You can also use word like highlight or mark. For example, it's a good idea to underline important vocabularies in the essay. 9. Divide. Separate, split. If you divide 27 by 9, the answer is 3. 10. Truancy. The practice of staying away from school without permission. Someone who does this is playing truant. Truant. 11. Debate. An argument or discussion expressing different opinions. 12. Enrollment. To enter a name in a register or list. You can use enlist, sign up. 13. Recite. To say or repeat out loud. We recite poems, poetries, hymns, slokas, or psalms. Now here we have some more words for behavior. 1. Discipline. The practice of making people obey rules and then punishing them if they do not obey the rules. For example, the children are badly behaved. They need more discipline. 2. Naughty. You can also say rude, indecent, disobedient, bad, misbehaving, wayward, impolite, mischievous. 3. Misconduct. Bad or unacceptable behavior. Some words for punishment. Punish. For example, our teachers used to punish us by making us stay back after school. Punishment. Punishment has some more words like punishment, corporal punishment, capital punishment. Now, friends, remember, capital punishment is not only a word for you, it is a topic for you, because capital punishment you will get a topic for essay. Look at this girl holding a board. Corporal punishment. Physical punishment such as caning and flogging. Now, capital punishment, the legally authorized killing of someone as punishment for crime. You can also say death penalty. Now, get back to number two, detention. The punishment of being kept in school after hours. 3. Caning, a beating with stick. 4. Flogging, punishment by dealing with blows and whipping. Some more miscellaneous words, these are very important, remember. Major, major means the main subject. Specialize in a particular subject at college or university. Assignments, assignment is like project or homework, a task as a part of course of study. Test, exam, examination, assessment, oral, practical, paper, or you can say viva voce. Viva voce means an oral examination. In short, you can say viva. Illiteracy, the inability to read or write. You can say illiterate. The opposite of illiterate is literate. Prospects, the chances of being successful in the future. Recess, break time. Algebra, formulas and equation in mathematics. Gap year, to take a year out between high school and university. Certificate, an official document received after completion of any course. Intensive course, a course which runs over a short period of time but contains a lot of information and training. Education, everyone agrees that a good education is important. Dictionary, dictionary is a book containing lots of words with their meanings. If you don't know a word, look up in your dictionary. Calculator, a device. Calculator, maths is easy if you are allowed to use a calculator. Statistically, based on information shown in numbers. Statistics. Compulsory, if something is compulsory, you have to do it. You can also say obligatory. Tip, a small piece of advice about something. Schedule, you can say schedule or schedule, a plan of activity or events and when they will happen. You can also say timetable. Equivalent, equal in value or meaning. Point, point can mean the purpose or aim of something. For example, there's no point in trying to do it all. What's the point of revising everything? I don't see the point of exams. Now we have some words for higher education, university education. Number one, campus university. A campus university is one where all the university buildings are situated on one site. You can also say on campus. 2. Hall of residence. A building for university students to live in, like a dormitory or hostel for the secondary students or high school students. 3. Grant, a sum of money given by the government or other organization. 4. Scholarship. Scholarship is the money given to students by an organization to help pay for their education. Number 5. Qualification. A quality or accomplishment that makes someone eligible for something. 6. Faculty. A group of university departments concerned with a major division of knowledge. You can say department, section, division. For example, the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. We also use faculty word for the teachers professors, lecturer. 7. Tutorial. A tutorial is a class at university involving discussion between students and the tutor. 8. Undergraduates. Students studying for a first degree. Graduates leave university with a degree. 10. Postgraduate. A person who already has a first degree and who is doing advanced study. Now look at these four words in red. These are very important in university education. Dissertation, essay, thesis, hypothesis. You need to understand these four words. A dissertation is a long piece of writing, for example 10,000 words on a particular subject, often for a university degree. It is usually longer than an essay. An essay is generally 250 to 500 words, but a dissertation is shorter than a thesis. Thesis is generally 60,000 words, and hypothesis means a supposition or proposed explanation. You can say theory, thesis, assumption. Now we have some essay vocabularies. 1. Description. A piece of writing that tells you about something, a person or object. You can also use explanation, representation, narration, or details. 2. Outline. A description of the general points about something but not the details. 3. Coherent. Logical, well organized, and clear. The opposite word is incoherent. Number 4. Waffle. Use a lot of words without saying anything interesting or important. You can say babble, gabble, bleat, prattle, jabbering, hogwash. Number 5. Form an idea of the amount, number, or value of. You can also use the words like assess, judge, gauge, estimate, check something out. 6. Define. Explain the meaning. Explain, describe, clarify. 7. Criterion. Criterion word is singular, but mostly we use criteria, that is a plural word. A standard or principle that is used to judge something or make a decision about something. 8. Summarize. Give a short account of the main facts or features of something. Summary. Number 9. Illustrate. Explain or make clear by using examples, charts, pictures, etc. Illustration, demonstration. 10. Diagram. A simple drawing to explain how something works. 11. Instruction. You can say teaching. Instruct, instructor, instruction, instructive, instructional, instructionally. 12. Curriculum. The set of subjects taught at school. 13. Numeracy. The ability to understand and work with numbers. The opposite is innumeracy. 14. Studious. Spending a lot of time studying or reading. You can say scholarly or erudite. Friends, to speak English naturally, you need to learn some idioms and phrases. Here we have 25 important idioms and phrases for education topic. Number 1, open doors. It means give somebody opportunity. 2, be distracted by something. Have your concentration interrupted by something. 3. Co-education. Educating boys and girls in the same school. You can also say co-ed. Number 4. Single-sex education. Single-sex education is also known as single-gender education and gender-isolated education. Is the practice of conducting education with boy and girl students attending separate classes. Like we have boys' schools and girls' schools separate. 5. Ignore something. Pay no attention to something. Number 6. Cite something. Give something as a reason or example to support what you are saying. 7. Suspend somebody. Officially stop a student from going to school or a person from going to work for a period of time. 8. Expel somebody. Officially make somebody leave a school or organization. 9. Draw something up. Make or write something that needs careful thought. Draw up a plan. 10. Absorb something. Take information into your mind and understand or remember it. 11. Sink in. Be fully understood or realized. For example, Peter read the letter twice before its meaning sank in. 12. Stay on track. Keep going in the right direction or doing the right things. 13. Specialize in something. It means concentrate on and become expert in a particular subject or skill. You can also say expertise. 14. Opt for something. You can say choose something. 15. Distance learning. A system of education in which students study at home. No need to attend a school or college. 16. Entry requirement. A qualification that you need in order to enter a college or university. 17. Recognize something. When something is recognized, it is officially approved and accepted. 18. Pursue something. Follow a course or activity. 19. Jot down. Write briefly or quickly. 20. Wander off the subject. Move away from the subject that you should be discussing. You can say lost clarity, diverge, deviate, digress. 21. Proofread something. Read and correct a piece of written or printed work. 22. Flying colors. To achieve or accomplish something exceptionally well or very successfully. 23. Have deeper insight into. When you have deeper insight, you have an accurate and deep understanding of something. 24. Keen learner. When you are keen learner, you are very interested, eager, and enthusiastic in learning. 25. Dedicated teachers. The teachers who love teaching or passion for their work that includes commitment to student success. And this one, 26th. Vocational training. Training that emphasizes skills and knowledge required for a particular job or a trade. Well, friends, before you appear in speaking test, you need to understand the questions first. I'm not talking about the answers, I'm talking about the questions, because many a times the examiner asks a question and the student answers something else out of track. They do not understand the question, right? So my advice to you guys that you understand the questions first. Read the questions, understand the questions, and then you can answer properly. So we have some important questions for speaking. Number 1, what subjects are compulsory in your school? 2, what are your favorite subjects? 3, what subjects do you not like? 4, tell me about discipline in your school. 5, how much homework do you have? Now look at the board here. It is very important for you to remember. It is always good to give a little extra information like a reason or an example when you answer a question or talk about a topic. Number 6, why are you studying English? 7, what do you enjoy about studying English? 8, how do you feel about the activities you do at school each day? 9, would you like to go overseas to study in the future? 10, where would you like to go? Now in part 2, speaking test, you have a topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes you will have to speak. Here the topic is describe a teacher you remember well. You should say, what the teacher was like, which subject he or she taught, what you enjoyed about his or her classes, and explain why you remember this teacher in particular. Now look at this board and remember this. You will have 1 minute for preparation and you need to speak at least for 2 minutes. Please do not start in overconfidence. Use the 1 minute to understand the question well. Think about the topic and make some notes. Now here is one more topic for you. Describe your first school. You should say the name of the school and where it was. Activities you liked at school. Activities you didn't like. And say whether it was a good school or not. In speaking test part 2, use examples to expand your answer. This makes it easier to fill the 2 minute for speaking. Now here is what you want, tips for speaking test. Use vocabulary with full flexibility and precision in all topics. Use idiomatic language naturally and accurately. And please do not try to show off by using complicated words if you are not 100% sure. And here is the golden key for you. The golden key to success in IELTS is practice several times. Practice, practice, and practice. Practice several times. Friends, I hope this will help you in your exams and in your daily conversations. Enjoy studying English with Iceberg Learning and achieve your targets. Please like and share with your friends and subscribe the channel so you will get all the videos. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.